Colton Wong. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Lance McCullers is on the mound for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Time for a look at the Astros on D. And let's take a look at Carlos Correa. I had an old friend say to me one time, this is what they look like. And this is exactly what it looks like. The ability to play gold glove defense and hit in the middle of the order. I smell a potential Hall of Fame career.
Ready now, Tommy Edmonds. He'll get us started in this one.
Leading
under
off
the lights.
For St. Louis, the right fielder, number 19.
The pitch. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Hey, that two-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
Batting second, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. On deck, the powerful right-handed bat of Paul Goldschmidt. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this will bang up against the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with 2 outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill fouled off. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Comes set, the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, Dero, you touched it on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
Carlos Martinez is on the mound for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
So striding forward now, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, George Springer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's popped up. Catch made out there by Wong, and that's your first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So one away here with the bases empty, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. One out, nobody on. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Martinez has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
2-0 count. The pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Any hitter will tell you that a shot like that just feels different. It sounds different off the bat. See his arms get extended, right arm tucked up against his body, barrel the bat all over the ball, and he smokes it right off the wall at left center. A little more hang time, and that one probably gets out of here.
Stepping in now, Tony Mason, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Altuve on third. Bregman at second with one away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken, strike two. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. Two away now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Michael Brantley. Popped him up. Molina has a play. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Two left for the Astros, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeJong. Past meetings against Lance McCullers. He's 0 for 7. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeJong, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Matt Carpenter as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Fouled away. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Standing in now, Justin Bour. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Swing and a liner. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. The 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Past meetings against Lance McCullers. He's totaled 4 hits in 27 at-bats. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
The center fielder, Harrison Bader.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. First pitch coming. Here it is. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And there's ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Leading off the inning, Jordan Alvarez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Designated hitter, Jordan Alvarez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the 1st out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. He swings and grounds it to short, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Digging in now, Carlos Correa. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First offering on its way. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. We're in the 2nd with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1. A bouncer to the left side. DeYoung gathers it in. Wong for 1. On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time. A double play, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for Houston. They still trail 1-0. The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Edmonds. He flew out in his last at bat.
Tommy Edmonds.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Line drive to left. Brantley is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now
Good
batting,
contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Colton Wong will stand in. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Paul Goldschmidt. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Outside, 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Line to the right side. Reddick is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're on top 1-0. Stepping in is Josh Reddick as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The right fielder, Josh.
First pitch on its way.
Reddick.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now a swing and a ground ball for Wong at second. He's got it, and that's the first out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So the base is empty here with one away, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. First offering on its way. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Jose Altuve will be next. 1 out, nobody on. Now the payoff pitch home. Fastball hit on the ground is short. DeYoung's got it, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Settling in now, Jose Altuve. He took home the Silver Slugger Award in the American League a year ago. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Alex Bregman would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
3-2.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tyler O'Neill. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Strike one to start the at-bat.
Nope.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. O'Neill swings and belts it to right. This ball's deep. Back goes Reddick, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. O'Neill takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Into the box, Paul DeYoung, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. DeYoung is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
That just misses off the inside for ball one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for the Cardinals, the designated hitter.
Coming forward now is the Cards' designated hitter, Justin Bour, a base hit in his first trip. First delivery to him on the way. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. On to the first baseman Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. St. Louis is out in front, 2-0. Digging in, Alex Bregman will match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Here's the 0-1. And he definitely broke the plane there as he went after the pitch inside, and it's strike 2. Here's a pop-up now. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The catcher,
and this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
In now, Tony Mason. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Wow, you want your stars to get their work in during spring training, but you don't want to see them get hit by a pitch. Looks like no damage done, though.
Stepping in now, Michael Brantley, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now a throw over, and he's back standing. The 2-0 is taken, strike one. Mason, base runner at first with one out. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field as the Astros have bounced back to tie this one at 2.
This is a perfect example of the total concentration it takes to be a pitcher at this level. He was on cruise control, hitting his spots, preserving a 2-run lead, and then boom, he misses his location, and the game is tied. Back to square one.
44.
Into the box now, Jordan Alvarez. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-time home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. That's inside, 2-0. The 2-0 on the way is offered at and missed for the first strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Carlos Correa would be next. The 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4. Stepping into the box, Carlos Correa.
Number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Into the box now, Josh Reddick. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Edmonds. And the inning is over. Astros play 2 on the 2-run home run. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off.
Yadier Molina.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead 0-1. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Two balls and a strike to Molina. And he lays off again, ball 3.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Ani bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning. Now to the plate, Harrison Bader. Flied out in his first at-bat, so it'll make him 0 for 1 so far. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
A pause, and the 0-2 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate. Molina, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he'll in fact just tag the runner headed down the line to take the sure out.
Now batting.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
First pitch on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2-1. Here it is. Popped him up. Correa is there for it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. One left for the Cardinals. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Jack Flaherty will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring.
Cardinals, number 22, Jack Flaherty.
Here's George Springer. No hits to this point.
Leading up for the Astros, the center fielder, George.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Now the 2-0. Smoked on the ground left side, and that'll get on through into left for a leadoff single.
Well, D-Row, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in a count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. His prior history in this matchup, he's just 2 for 12. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. He got him.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman, as he grounds one briskly to short. Wong for 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. Astros are down quietly through 5, all even at 2-2. Ready once again, Paul Goldschmidt. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Brad Peacock will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring.
Number 41, Brad Peacock.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Swing and a liner. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Tyler.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Tyler O'Neill. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Down and away. It's a ball and two strikes.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Tyler O'Neill goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Adam Wainwright enters to do the pitching
now
in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 50, Adam Wainwright.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tony Mason. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
So he goes back to back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back to back to back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Michael Brantley. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. His career line against Wainwright, he's 1 for 3. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two a note to Bradley. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is O'Neill. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, number 44, designated hitter, Jordan Alvarez.
Now the Astros designated hitter, Jordan Alvarez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
0-1 the count. Wainwright's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1, 2, 3. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Dexter Fowler is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 25, Dexter Fowler.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Justin Bour.
Next will be the designated hitter, Justin Bour. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock, batting .500, 5 for 10. 2 of those hits were for home runs. From the stretch. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, as in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
The next 1-2 pitch. Now a hard liner, but foul. Swing and a liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
So a runner at first now with one away, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. First delivery to him on the way. This is foul right side. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And Molina swings and misses that time as he's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Ready on 0-2. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Cards lead 1, and this game is still tied at 2-2. John Gant gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Matt Dominguez has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Leading up for the Astros, the first baseman, Ulieski Gurriel.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
The 3-0 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. He's set, and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Correa, who's sometimes called Show-Ray. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matt. They certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter. When you fall behind in the count 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches. But when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. There's one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it. But that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out. So that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Lane Thomas is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Lane Thomas.
And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. And it's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Skied into straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And time to check out the line score for this spring training affair. Both teams working the kinks out as we play the 8th inning tonight. Nolan Gorman will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Framber Valdez is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training. And it's fouled away. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down to the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Montero will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to first. On to second for the first out, and his side is retired. 1 left for the Cardinals. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Lane Thomas will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
For the Cardinals. Now playing right field, number 35.
John Brebbia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For the Cardinals, number 60, John Brebbia.
Sam Huff is into the game as well, as he's the new first baseman. Edmundo Sosa is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. Colby Rasmus is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field.
Leading up for the Astros, the second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Now playing left field, number 28, Colby Rasmus.
Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Alex Bregman. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the pitch. Just missing here. 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Tony Mason, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The set and the 2-1. This one's down to third. Dominguez fields it cleanly on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Score remains 2-2. Digging in once again, Paul DeYoung. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Paul DeYoung.
First pitch of the at-bat. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
The count is 1-2.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Josh James, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Standing in now, Matt Dominguez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. James, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the very late rounds during the just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. He's safe at the plate. And here in the ninth, they have taken the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
The 1-1 home. Hit hard towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
The catcher, number 4.
Ready for another shot now. Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Now the 1-2 coming to Molina. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it. 2 down.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Swing and a line drive, but foul. And he lays off for ball one.
Ball, one strike.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Astros 2. Giovanni Gallegos is the man
please.
called on to close this
Now
one and
pitching
earn a
for
save
St.
in the 9th.
Number 65, Giovanni Gallegos.
Michael Brantley will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. And the pitch. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
I got 2-1 the count.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The batter, number 44.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Stepping in now, Jordan Alvarez, and great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Rasmus is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Up next for the Astros, the first baseman, Yulieski Gurriel.
Stepping in, Yuli Gurriel. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Quick check on that tying run at first. A dive, but he's back. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in. Straw stands at first with one out. Runners off for second. That's a strike to throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
So stepping in, Carlos Correa, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bader sprinting after it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Cardinals came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. John Brebbia takes home the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Astros and their former NL Central rivals, the St. Louis Cardinals. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Dakota Hudson gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Digging in now, number 11. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The catcher, number 11.
First pitch on its way. Fouled off.
First pitch, 107.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. First delivery to him on the way. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Our temperature not quite 60 degrees, 59 here at game time this afternoon. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder, Jordan Alvarez.
Standing in, Jordan Alvarez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Two and two now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. It's the Astros nothing, Cardinals coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Into the box now, Tommy Edmonds. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. Swing and a liner. And he is going to have extra bases here to start the home first. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Batting second.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count and the pitch. Ball one.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Counts even at 2-2 to Wong. On a good curveball gets him swinging for out number one.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Schreiber is under it. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Tyler.
Into the box, Tyler O'Neill. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball one. The 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cards leave one. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Jack Mayfield. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First delivery to him on the way. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Hudson, a right-hander going 6'5". He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Hit to short. Throw to first to be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
That is it. The shortstop.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Aledmus Diaz. Here comes the first pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Heading out towards shallow right. Edmonds moves over. 2 down.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, Scott Schreiber.
Next up for the Astros, Scott Schreiber. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Called strike, and that'll run it full.
He looks really strong here early in this game, and that fastball is a good example. Put that thing in a great spot and right where he wanted it.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
The right fielder, number 14.
At the plate, number 14. He stands in for the first time in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Here's the 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Striding into the box, Paul DeYoung, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Paul DeYoung.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. That misses to the Cardinal shortstop, and it's even at 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the sweet swinging Matt Carpenter. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope,
1-1. And it's 1-2. The 1-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats.
Hey, I don't blame him for fouling that one away. His eyes lit up right there. He did not expect.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. Line drive to center field. Ferguson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 8th, the center fielder, Harrison.
Stepping up to the plate, Harrison Bader will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cards get a run courtesy of Matt Carpenter. Leading off the inning, Drew Ferguson, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now the pitch.
Ferguson.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Line towards center field. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Kyle Tucker will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 8.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one bounds around against the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, they've been stymied so far on this one, but they've strung together a couple hits and are poised to finally break through. A base hit to the outfield, and we've got the makings of something special working here.
Into the box, number 11, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Full count now. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, strike 1. Bregman, originally from the state of New Mexico, he was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Now another 0-2. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Hit in the air down the right field line. Edmonds on the move, and he lays out, but he can't make the play. We'll do it again.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, You have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number one.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you can spot your pitches there in advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
In now, Jordan Alvarez, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Ferguson, the runner at third. Tucker is over at first with one away. And he misses with it, 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Left side, but well foul. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Line drive to center field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's 1-1.
Now batting.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded, and only 1 run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Standing in now, Jack Mayfield. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Here's the 1-0. 1-1 to count. The 1-1. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. Now a curveball stays inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think it's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
He's set. The 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the end. Chris Davinsky will come on now and take the ball for the 4th time this spring.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Dakota Hudson.
Leading off for St. Louis, the pitcher.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Diaz backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping in now, Tommy Edmonds, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 0-2 home. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder has a beat on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, the second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colton Wong. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. This ball will be chopped foul. The 0-1 on its way. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit ball to second. Mayfield gloves it. Throw in time and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Aledmys Diaz.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. It's a solo shot for Aledmys Diaz, and the Astros take the lead. It's 2-1.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
The first baseman.
Into the box 19. Now, Scott Schreiber. As he sends it on the ground to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, number 14. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. The 1-1. Here's a check swing and a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Popped him up. Wong is calling for it. 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Drew Ferguson.
Striding in for Houston, Drew Ferguson. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. First game in the majors, and he's making his presence felt with his second hit in as many at-bats. Impressive stuff.
Matty, what this guy's doing is unbelievable right here. The ability to slow the game down, his first big league start, and to be able to have 2 knocks this early in his career, that is huge.
Martin Maldonado will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away.
Martin Maldonado.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1. Two runs, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Maldonado behind a ball and 2 strikes. That's popped up out towards short right field. Wong waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. 2-1 Houston. Austin Pruitt is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training.
45. Austin.
Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt. Lifetime versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Swinging a ball in line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Unable to find the zone with the slider. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. And that misses 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Gone.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Paul DeYoung is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
The 1-1 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
Brian Abreu is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. DeYoung stands at second with no outs. And he'll take strike 3 called, and he needed that one badly on the mound. 1 away. One man gone for the Cardinals in the 4th. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Alvarez is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, the center fielder.
Striding in, Harrison Bader. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. But the Cards do strike for two. Both come. Miles Michaelis, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
For the Cardinals, number 39.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Number 11, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. Michaelis, a right-hander going 6'5". He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
And it's fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. High pop up. Carpenter moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 44, Jordan Alvarez.
Digging in to try it again, Jordan Alvarez. He hit a sac fly earlier. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Edmonds going back on it to the track, to the wall. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And the Astros have pulled level now at 3-3.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
The batter, number 9.
In now, Jack Mayfield.
Jack
As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. And he gets a hold of this one again to deep right field. Edmonds ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Astros able to tie it here on the solo home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Dexter Fowler will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Dexter.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
The right fielder, number 19.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Tommy Edmonds. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. Changed up on him here, and this is grounded to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Matthew Lieberthal is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring.
Matthew Lieberthal.
Digging in and looking for more, Aledmus Diaz. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Edmonds is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 19, Scott Schreiber.
Coming to the plate now, Scott Schreiber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
That's pure pitch recognition right there. He's able to get the front foot down, backdoor breaking ball, and drive it the other way. That's the kind of thing that fires me up.
Into the box, number 14, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Lieberthal, a native of Arizona. This is his first year at the big league level. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. 3-3 our score with a man on at first and 1 away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Drew Ferguson. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. From the belt, the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here it is, the 3-0. There's a heater in there for a strike.
This is where if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Full count now, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike. And in now, Paul Goldschmidt. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before. Wow, count now 1-0 with a real good slugger up at the plate. This is the time as a pitcher you have to really make some good pitches. This is not the time to just groove one right down the middle.
Left fielder, Tyler.
Now in the box, Tyler O'Neill. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Down in order go the Cardinals. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Back here on the show. Tight one on our hands. All tied at 3 apiece as we look at the game summary through 6 innings of play. Number 58 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 58.
Josh Reddick is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Reddick.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. Catches the strike zone as he tried to check his swing. Reddick behind a ball and 2 strikes.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging.